Hi, welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is JoAnn and I'm so happy you joined me today. If you're new to my channel, well, I hope you stick around, and if you like what you see, please become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button and the bell, and every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. I do around 2 to 3 videos a week, and we touch on everything, floral design, DIYs, a lot of Dollar Trees. We're going to be doing a lot of repurposing. I'm starting to do a few craft hauls from the Dollar Tree. You never know what you're going to find. So we love to have a good time. I am here to inspire your creativity, especially if you don't think you're creative, because everyone is. It's just a muscle, and the more you use it, the better it becomes. And I'm here to support you and encourage you and to help you along that journey. If you have any questions or comments, or if there's something you want to make and you don't know where to begin, put it in the comments. I will get back to you and I will try to fulfill your desire. Today we are going to create this adorable, well, I guess it's Easter, but it could be spring. I did not glue this in so that you could take that out and switch it out for a gnome. I went a little crazy trying to figure out how to make that cement-like, but what I forgot was that Dollar Tree has these, and these would go in there really, really cute. So, as we say at Artistry Collaborative, we are the home of TriLab, because all we want you to do is try. So let's try this together. So this was inspired by something that I saw at the on Pinterest, and so trying to make a dupe of that. And so I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's called a garden dish, and also I got this where they have all the candle votive holders or vases. I don't think it's a votive holder. To prevent fires due to tip over, do not use with a candle greater than 1.4. Yes, so it is a candle holder. So I found some of this in my stash. It's stone textured finish. So I'm going to take these off and I'm going to go spray paint these, and I'll be back. I bought this a couple of years ago at the Goodwill thinking, oh, that'll make a really cool wreath. And I decorated it and I didn't really like it. So now I'm going to take it apart, and we're going to just use one section of this. So I'm going to see how I can just take out one section. It will be a challenge, to say the least. Oh, there's a wire. Oh, shoot. It is wired on. Yeah. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, I'm gonna clean this up and I'll be back. Well, it's gonna take me a long time for that planter to dry. I primed it first and then painted over. I finally got the spray to work, and but it's going to take a while. So I thought, well, all right, in the middle, in the planter, I wanted a bird's nest, and I know I have one somewhere, but I can't find it. So I'm going to use these little pieces, and we're going to build our own nest. Why not? If the birds can do it, surely we can. Actually, I think they're probably much better at it than we are. But I'm just going to take, I mean, I may glue some of this in, but if I can stick it in this wreath was gifted to me by my girlfriend Trey. Thank you, Trey. And yeah, I'm taking these branches out because this is what I want in the piece itself. But there's a lot of pieces here that I'm not going to use. So this is another way to use them. It's great. So I'm just going to go all the way around and stick them in. If they don't stick in, Then eventually I will glue them in. I mean, you can run them across too so that we can have a bottom to this nest. But so just go along, watch some television, or put on your favorite music, have a glass of wine, and just weave these all in and out to make a nest. Or if you already have a nest, then you're way ahead of the game. I wanted to show you the bottom of the nest. There will be some moss in there anyway, so and now I'm just going to build up this. Alright, so that's what my nest looks like, and I thought I had some brownish looking sheet moss, but I can't find it. You would think with all the organizing I do, I would be able to find this stuff, but I can't. So anyways, this is from the Dollar Tree, and it's just some sheet moss. It's very messy, but I'm just going to put some in here, and we're going to put some hot glue, and then just put that in there like that. And so our nest is ready. So after all that work, it's way too big for what I want to do. So we'll save this for another project. And I'm still looking for that. The one that I have, it would be perfect for this, but I can't find it. So look what I came across. This very earthy, nest-like looking yarn. So guess what's going to happen? We're going to make it out of yarn. Why not? Use what you have is what I keep saying. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put a little, this is a ball jar ring, but you can use whatever you have. And I'm just going to wrap this around and around. Actually, it's very funky. It's kind of really cool. Alright, so I'm going to do this all the way around, and then I'll come back and show you what I do at the bottom. Alright, so I wrapped it all around there, and now I'm just going to go back and forth with the glue and the yarn. Just strips. You can cut it, or you can just keep running it back and forth. Just be careful, because it is hot. Sometimes I think, you know, like not finding my nest is the universe showing me other ways to do things. I really do, because I forgot I had this yarn completely. Cute, don't you think? Yeah. All right. So we'll let that be aside. And now we're going to put some green foam in here. So we'll put that in there. And it doesn't matter that there's different levels, because it's going to be covered with foam, and there'll be different levels in there. I have more foam if I need it. So just take some hot glue. If you want to use E6000, you could do that. I'm going to find a few more spare pieces and fill this. So as you can see, I used a lot of scraps, but that's fine. That's all you need. Wanted to show you this. I primed it with black and then I used that stone on it, but it did take overnight for it to dry. Matter of fact, the glass piece I wanted to give another coat, and that's downstairs drying. So now we're going to get more of this stuff from the Dollar Tree and glue it in. And again, just be very careful. Just spread it around. It doesn't have to be really heavy. And if the Dollar Tree just has that brown stuff too, that would work. Actually, I think I would have preferred the brown, but I normally prefer green, but I think this would have been better with the brown, but it doesn't matter. Alright, and then just fill in all the gaps with the greenery. This is all nice and covered. Now we're going to go back with those pieces that I got from that wreath I found, and we're going to stick these in here. Now as you can see, it wasn't really solid, so I made the hole, and then you stick it back in the hole. You can put more glue if you want. Like that. I love that it curves like that. And then I'll make, let's see how else we can make a hole. Now my daughter bought me these pussy willows. My mom loved pussy willows, and I've been waiting. Someone hauled them from the Dollar Tree, but I have not seen them. But with pussy willows, they do dry, so they'll work in this. But I want to get some of those in there. So you can use fake ones, you can use real ones. Of course, real ones aren't out yet, but yeah, you can get them maybe at the florist if you like. And then but yes, someone hauled, and this was like over a month ago, pussy willows, but I check every time I go in and I never ever see them. So that's that. Alright, we're going to add flowers and whatnot to this, but right now we're going to put that aside, and I'm going to work on the bunny. And I want the bunny to be cement looking. So we're going to paint it gray, and then we're going to make a mixture with some tea or coffee grinds to create a... Alright, so I opened up this pumice, and it's not as grainy as I would like, so I took a styrofoam ball and I really chopped it up. I've been running it through my fingers. It takes a long time to get it really grainy looking, but I'm just going to put that all in here, and I'm going to make my own cement with the pumice. So again, you could do this with gray paint too. And so I'm going to put this in here. I'm sure it has some texture in it, but I just wanted it to look more like concrete. And maybe, I don't know, that'll be enough. Alright. And I'm just going to put it on with a paintbrush. And I guess because the bunny is styrofoam, it kind of looks like concrete anyway. So maybe I'm doing all this for nothing. If you don't want to get as neurotic as I am, you could probably just paint it gray. It will look fine. So I'm going to just slather this all over and let it dry, and I'll be back. So after all the aggravation, I ended up buying this stone Krylon paint, which I'm going to need for my gnomes anyway, but I just, yeah, so I got that at Hobby Lobby and used my 40% coupon. I will say, if you do the styrofoam, you do want to put a coat of gray over it, because it could potentially disintegrate the styrofoam. I don't know, but because this had so many covers on it, it didn't really matter. But anyway, yeah, I like it. It looks stone. But you don't have to use a bunny. You could use one of the Dollar Tree gnomes. You could use anything you want, really. You don't have to put that in there at all. But it was my original idea. But I don't even know if I'm going to glue it in, because this way here, if I want to change it out, I can do that. I was looking in my stash, and I had this large, what do you call it, foam covered styrofoam. I noticed that the Dollar Tree now, they're much smaller than they used to be. So, and then we're going to put the nest. It's amazing how you lose your words when you're doing these things. You know, it's so funny. I'll watch somebody else and I'll say the word because they're struggling. I didn't have any Easter eggs that I thought worked, but I had these pretty stones, so I'm going to put those in there. I may have to glue them in because they fall right through because they're heavy. So let me see. That. And then I thought it might be fun. I found this pick at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I bought 3, but I should have bought so many more. This is an incredible pick. I mean, it's just amazing. Very full, very real, and it's not that ugly, cheap plastic, but it's frosted. It kind of looks like lamb's ear. It's not lamb's ear, but you know how it has that frosted look to it. And yeah, I just thought, wow, these are fabulous. So I hope I find more of these. But if you see them, I would pick them up because they're great. All right, so again, you just stick this stuff in there. Anyway, I thought we'd add a little bird. These were half price last week at Dollar Tree, and so I thought we'd add a little bird. I don't want to keep going with yellow. Well, maybe we'll go with the blue. Let's go with the blue. That's a big egg for this bird. It's a baby bird. Right there. And then I had some, I have these paper flowers, and I was thinking, you know how they have those Chinese, I think they call it ikebana. I could be totally wrong. But I thought it might be cute to put some of these on the branches. These are just little paper flowers my daughter got from Wish. But you can find these at Hobby Lobby, at Michael's. Yeah. They're just little flowers, but they're so pretty. Alright, so I'm going to cut these up, and then we'll come back and finalize this. Okay, so that's it finished. I put one of those coffee stirrers in the bottom so that you can just plant it in here, and then if you want to take it out and put something else, you can do that. But I really think this is sweet. Now the last thing is to raise it up so that it's like that. So I'm going to use E6000 on here. And again, this is very versatile, so you can change it up, anything to suit your decor, the colors, whatever you like. But I just really, really like this. I think it came out very sweet. And then, there you go. Alright, so thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you become a subscriber and join the YouTube family. I'd really appreciate any comments, likes, shares. It really helps to grow my channel. I really enjoy doing these for you, and I want to do more. So thank you, and as we always say at Artistry Collaborative, keep on creating.